Cam is larger than a moment. Cam McLoud displays a remarkable amount of grace and charm in everything that she does. And if I were to characterize one trait, it would be this unsurpassing Southern graciousness.
When I first came on as CEO, the first person who texted me and said welcome and encouraged was Cam. She sent thousands of texts, letters of encouragement to so many members of the CF community.
Catherine McLeod, Cam, was the perfect person to become the chair of the Board of Trustees of the CF Foundation when Frank Ford stepped down years ago. Her heart was right. She was totally devoted to the mission of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, which meant that every decision she made in her leadership role was based on what was right or best for people with cystic fibrosis.
She invested all these years in being a mother, in being an advocate for cystic fibrosis, and being somebody who has really made the glue. She's sort of the mayor of this community.
Cam McLoud has to be in the very forefront with Doris Tolson, with Frank DeFord, with all of those other wonderful chairs. She did a truly extraordinary job through a very, very difficult time. Cam started her fight against cystic fibrosis way before the gene was identified.
You know, at the CF Foundation, we have this saying, we're stronger together, and she embodies that because of who she is. There isn't anything other than love coming out of her at almost all times, and so she embraces people and brings them into this common mission.
You know, Cam is a true community builder. She has this ability to make every person feel like they truly matter to the mission.
When I think of Cam, the thing that I think of is just her warmth. She has such an uncanny ability to make everyone feel like she knows you to your core.
She knows everybody on my team. She knows them by name. And she speaks to them, she greets them, she genuinely expresses her gratitude for what they're doing, and she makes everybody feel important. And I think that in itself is the key to building a strong team.
She's famous for questions where she phrases it, Mike, have you thought about? Or Preston, have you thought about? It's a way of introducing that, encouraging that idea, and it makes it feel like, oh, guess what? We figured this out together.
She has a way of bringing people together, and she immediately makes them feel comfortable, exchanging ideas, interacting. She just brings you together, and she always does it with a smile.
So I think we all owe Cam a huge thank you for the progress that we've made, but like most great leaders, Cam also doesn't leave without a strong succession plan.
Her successor, Casey White, is a direct result of the incredible leadership that Cam gave. And so each chair stands on the shoulders of those below. And we've got a wonderful new chair coming in, and that in large part is a tribute to Cam as well.
The idea of having an adult with CF leading the board as a chair, it is an amazing story, one that I've already heard from many other nonprofits that they're inspired by. And that's part of that forethought that Cam has had as we think about building for the future.
The first time I met Cam was over 20 years ago when I was just in college. And I had no idea at the time that I was going to be meeting someone who had such a profound influence on my life. She's been an incredible mentor to me, and her belief in my abilities has been such an important part of my journey with CF.
All of the successes that we talk about now, all of the awards, all of the accolades, really stem from an incredibly dedicated core group of volunteers, a community that is absolutely dedicated ultimately to finding the cure for cystic fibrosis and to help all those with CF to live full, rich, rewarding lives.
None of us can doubt her commitment to the entire CF community. It was not solely personal for her and her son. To her, CF is the entire community. It's the patients and their families, and that's what she's aiming for.
The day that we find a cure, I think for Cam, that's going to be delivery on a promise that she clearly made to her son, Will, that she's made to the community in her years of leadership, that she's made to our organization as she's continued to to lead us along. And I know that that's going to actually be that moment when she feels like her work is finally complete.
I'm so grateful to Cam for all the work that she's done in the CF community. She has worked so tirelessly for so many years to lead the charge for those of us with CF. And I know that Cam is such a large part of the reason that I am still here today.
So Cam, congratulations. You've made such a difference in the lives of people with CF.
Thank you for the leadership that you've provided for us, but the leadership you've shown on how to lead with your head and with your heart, for the difference that you've made for everyone with CF. And know that Will must be so proud of what you've done for everyone with CF. We couldn't be more grateful. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cam. I am so grateful for your leadership, your mentorship, and most of all, your friendship.
Thank you. I love you. It's been such a privilege to work with you.
We love you so much.